What's up, guys? I'm Rustam from RussMartech.com. How you guys doing? I'm doing well. Hopefully you guys are doing well today too. Now, today's video is something that I don't normally make a video about. It's a topic that I'm really passionate about, but I haven't made a video about this topic since I started my YouTube channel. Now, basically, if you guys haven't heard, the Pentagon released a statement saying that there was a secret program they were running, and the name of this program is this thing I highlighted right here. It's the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. This program was created by, at that time, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, and the program was to investigate UFOs, unidentified flying objects, right? And basically, they investigated within the military. They didn't investigate anything to do with like civilians. Whatever thing they wanted to investigate, they investigated internally within the military. So this program has been going on for years, and basically, again, they captured a lot of things. They found a lot of unidentified flying objects, and the person who was in charge of this program was somebody called Luis Elizondo. He basically retired like a couple weeks ago before he came forward with this footage, before he joined this program right here, To the Stars. And basically he retired, and the whole purpose of his retirement, I think, was coordinated by the US government, and they wanted him to retire because within their government there are laws and rules that they can't disclose information that is classified, but if he retired, he was able to disclose that information. So basically, from the beginning, the US government's been researching aliens since like Roswell, since like the 40s basically, but they've kept it a secret. All the governments in the world have been keeping this topic a secret, but recently the U.S. government has been trying to leak information. They want to disclose this information, but you can't just tell everybody upright. It would cause panic. Religions would go nuts. Everybody would go nuts, right? You have to do it gradually. So that's why the U.S. government is trying to release these type of information so that they can disclose and do it a gradual disclosure. And they want to be able to make sure that people are conditioned to this topic, and they are not going to freak out when they do release the information that aliens do exist. UFOs have been studied for years. Let's talk about the video. This is a video that was released by the Pentagon. It was declassified. This is one of the videos that Luis Elizondo brought out, and I'm going to play it right now. This video was taken in 2004 from a FA-18, a fighter jet, and they captured video of an unidentified flying object. This was just classified by the Pentagon and released by Luis Elizondo. So we're going to play this video, and we're going to talk about it after it plays.
You're fucking drawn, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not an LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating.
You guys can see it's like rotating and moving. That's the first video. That footage was captured again by one of our US jets. It was the FA-18, one of the most expensive jets we have, the fastest jets we have out there. And it was captured in 2004 in California. And they were basically following this thing, and you could hear the pilots talking to each other. They were actually a fleet that they were investigating, but they were only recording one. So basically this unidentified flying object was, they say, about 40 feet long and 12 feet thick. And it had no wings, it had no form of propulsion. They were able to travel at speeds that nothing in this world can travel, supersonic speeds. And it was flying up, flying down, going up 20,000 feet or 80,000 feet, going back to sea level within a second, and going within 50 feet of the water, and going left, going right, rotating. These are things that no normal craft can do. It defies the laws of gravity, right? So basically, I'm gonna play a video, and this is from CNN. CNN also covered, and CNN was able to interview Luis Elizondo and talk about this video. So I'm gonna play that video right now.
Out front now, the former Pentagon military official who ran the covert government program up until this last November, Luis Elizondo. Luis, thank you so much for your time tonight. I mean, first, tell us what the purpose of the program was and why it was so secretive.
Sure. The purpose of the program, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, was really designed to do just that. From a national security perspective, identify those things that we see, whether we see them electro-optically, we see them with radar, we see them as eyewitness reports, through a myriad of different ways and avenues that we receive the information, and try to ascertain and determine if that information is a potential threat to national security, in a nutshell.
So what did you find?
Well, we found a lot. I think it's probably been a little bit mischaracterized in some of the social media you see and what people put out, because a lot of times when we don't have a lot of information, we tend to fill in those gaps with what we think is logical. And there's still, by the way, a lot we really don't know. I think what's important is that we have identified some very, very interesting anomalous type of aircraft. Let's call them aircraft. Things that don't have any obvious flight surfaces, any obvious forms of propulsion, and maneuvering in ways that include extreme maneuverability beyond, I would submit, the healthy G-forces of a human or anything biological. Hypersonic velocities, low observability, positive lift, again, seemingly in defying the laws of aerodynamics. So people
so do
are
you
talking.
think, I mean,
I'm sorry.
I know, but do you believe, when you get that Navy pilot saying what he said, do you think that that was, a UFO? To obviously, I don't have any other word to use, or that,
Well,
or something else?
Sure, that's a great question. Keeping in mind, it's not just the pilot's testimony on an observation. Sure, when someone comes to you who's in charge of a multi-million-dollar weapon platform, who maintains a top secret security clearance, who is paid and trusted by this country to go fight wars and to fly over cities with live munitions, and by the way, they're trained observers with millions of dollars invested in their training.
Yep.
I would submit to you it's pretty compelling, but on top of that, it's not just the eyewitness testimony. It is actual electro-optical data and radar returns. It's also people like radar operators and air traffic controllers. So I think the discussion should be maybe a little bit broader than that. I think people are focusing just on 2 videos coming from a set of F-18s when really it's a lot more than that.
So recently, I guess it was in October, astronomers spotted what they say could be the first interstellar asteroid. You see it there, kind of that strange shape from beyond the solar system. What do you see when you look at that?
Well, Ms. Burnett, I have to admit to you, when I ran this program, I was fundamentally looking at, my colleagues looking at 2 things.
Yeah.
What is it and how does it work? We have deliberately stayed away from going down the rabbit hole of who's behind the wheel and what are their intentions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have a lot of feelings towards that and are very emotional about that. And what I wanted to do was to allow the data to speak for itself and then use that data to inform leadership, senior DoD leadership, about the potential threat that these type of technologies pose to national security, especially over any type of controlled airspace that we might have. So I'm not trying to be evasive in any way or vague with your answer, but
Yeah. Well,
I think there's a lot of possibilities.
Look, and I know you think it's important. I know you think that the government didn't take the threat seriously enough. So let me just ask you point blank the question. Do you believe that life from somewhere else, while you ran this program, came here, visited, observed?
I will tell you unequivocally that through the observation, scientific methodologies that were applied to look at this phenomena, that these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory, nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of.
So I know you're being clear, but I mean, the answer is yes.
I can't speak on behalf of the government. Obviously, I'm not in the U.S. government anymore. My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone, whatever that means.
Guys, you heard that right there. That was Luis Elizondo. He was in like one of the highest security levels in the U.S. government. He was dealing with UFOs for like years, and they were studying and investigating these type of things for years. And he basically, again, he retired about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. And right after he retired, he joined this program right here, To the Stars. And To the Stars is I believe a civilian program, and it was created by Tom DeLonge. Now I'm going to talk more about Tom DeLonge and To the Stars in another video. And basically, Tom DeLonge was former singer or former head of the band Blink-182. You guys probably know him in the late 90s, like the whole 2000s to like the mid 2000s. They were really popular. He's a really wealthy man, and he was into like this topic for years, and he's been like researching this topic for years. And we're gonna talk more about Tom DeLonge and To the Stars and everybody within his organization, including Luis Elizondo that we just saw there. But let's talk about that video we just saw. That was Luis Elizondo again, head of that Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, and he basically said, the reporter asked him point blank, "Do you believe that there are extraterrestrials out there?" And he said unequivocally, with the evidence we have, yes, he does believe that we're not alone. So again, this is gradual disclosure. The government can't come out right now and just say, yes, we've been investigating aliens for so many years, because it would cause panic. We have to do this gradually. So basically, we're at the level of disclosure right now. Soft disclosure. It's not the full disclosure. Disclosure will happen throughout like the next year or next couple of months. And it's going to be exciting. And what To the Stars wants to create and is creating is really exciting. Now, the whole reason I'm covering this in my channel is because my channel is about technology, bleeding edge technology. What's more bleeding edge technology than if UFOs did visit, and there are ships that can travel at light speeds and traverse the whole galaxy? That is freaking amazing to me. So there is no greater topic in technology than talking about that type of technology that UFOs might have. So basically, I want to do more videos. Now, if you guys like my videos and you want to see more videos of me talking about this topic like this, if you guys like it, I'm going to continue doing videos. If you guys don't like this topic, I'm going to create a new channel based on this topic and do videos there. But if a lot of you guys like it, I'm going to continue doing videos on this channel. I'm really passionate about this, and I'm going to do more videos. Stay tuned for more videos about this topic later on. Again, like this video if you like this, dislike it if you dislike it. I'm Rustin from RossMurTech.com, and thank you guys for watching.